number of years ago, as I was pondering some spiritual experience for our stake, the thought came into my mind and heart of having a handcart trek. You know, on occasions when we have spiritual promptings, we not only receive the prompting, but we receive the reason for the prompting. And such was the case. And the reasons I came to know were, first of all, to provide a memorable spiritual experience for the participants and those that supported the effort. Second reason was to create a tie to our ancestors, to those who had gone before and sacrificed for us. And then I thought it should be a bonding experience in which the young people bonded with the leaders. And then the experience needed to allow for a sense of accomplishment based upon some sacrifice so that it would be meaningful to them. And then to kind of tie it all together, if they would keep a journal of what was in their hearts and their minds so they could reflect upon it in future years. I have one particular really poignant memory from the trek, and that was the second to last day as we approached a particularly difficult hill. It was gravelly and it was very, very steep. As I watched those families toiling together to push those carts up the hill, my heart went out to them, and then all of a sudden I witnessed like a miracle. All these young men who had already sacrificed and got to the top of the hill, they came charging down to help push those carts up. And they didn't just do it once, they did it time and time again. Immediately my heart reflected upon 150 years ago when a similar group of men helped the families cross the Sweetwater in that icy water. They didn't do it just once, but they did it time and time again. What a wonderful experience that was.
As the men were called off and we were walking away, we felt bad because we had to leave the women and they had to go on by themselves, and we knew it was going to be difficult for them and we didn't want to do that, so it was really hard. But by the end of our march, we could see them coming up this rather large hill, and we wanted to help them out, and we knew we couldn't because we had to wait for our family. So each family that went by, we wanted to help so much, but we couldn't. And when we finally saw our family, we were so excited and so happy to go and help them and to push it up the hill with their help, but being able to give them a rest, and it was great to be able to do that for them.
When this began, all of the kids were put together in families that they had never been in before. And by the end of 3 days, when they began making that final trek up the hill, up the really big hill, they helped each other just as their pioneer ancestors had. They were units. They were actual family units that cared for each other and worked together. It was incredible to watch them actually change as they not only helped each other, but they knew that they had more than just their family for help. They also knew that they were a part of something far bigger and that they had the Lord on their side, just as those who went 150 years ago felt the same thing.
As we reached the men from after their march, it was amazing to walk past those who were not in our family, because you saw the look of how much they really wanted to help us and they cared. And as we reached our boys, they just jumped right in and helped us up the hill to get to the place we needed. And all the girls were truly grateful for them, because without them, I don't believe it would have been possible.